or whatever.
Yeah, and you get bummed out when you say, oh, you know, like,
Yeah.
and then my trick is that if no one's talking in my chat, I talk to myself. I talk to myself and I talk to the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best thing I can do. I can be like, okay. And one thing, when I play games with other people, it's more difficult for me to chat with my chat, because like I'll be talking to them and I'll look over and like they'll be having a conversation and then and I don't want to interrupt them and feel rude and then be like, oh, I want to talk to my chat or something like that. And it's also more difficult, like, oh, I'm in a game right now, I got raided, I gotta go slap butts, excuse me. And I'll mute my mic and then disappear for like 3 minutes and then come back and be like, hey, I'm back. But like, yeah, when I use TeamSpeak, like I mute my mic all the time and I'm talking. Like Sammy and all them, when we play games together, they're just talking their chat, and we're just talking over each other. I think the benefit of that is I'm louder than them on my channel. Like we're talking over each other, and it's like kind of tricky to learn how to do that. But like basically when you guys hear me, I'm talking over them. My voice overpowers them because I turn them down on them, but I hear them clear as day in my ear.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the major trick, once again, I was watching Alaskan Savage, and they were talking to him, and he's like, hey man, you got 1,000 views, and because I think Renee rated him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't look at the numbers, man.
Wow.
I'd
be like, holy shit.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, if you see chat going fast, you know, like maybe there's a bunch of people, maybe people are just talking a lot. But basically, what it is that I think if you don't pay attention to numbers and just do what you do, you'll be fine. Like, and people notice that, and then they'll come and hang out, or whatever the case may be. Because, like, I mean, the secret during Skyrim, you know, sometimes people don't talk while I'm playing Skyrim because I'm running around going like, I need to punch the shit out of everything. And I talk to the characters, like they say something to me and I'm like, fuck you, bitch. You know, that's, that's, I respond to them what they're saying, but then like I kind of bring chat into it. I was like, here, I'm gonna fucking kill this motherfucker as soon as he gives me my, like last night, it was like, I had to kill the Forsworn King. And the secret is that, oh, yeah. The secret was that like this guy was going. I was like, hey, dude, this is what I'm gonna do. As soon as this guy gives me my fucking armor back, I'm beating the shit out of him. And then it was a great game of. As soon as I got my gloves back, and I was like, this motherfucker's dead. Watch this. And I just started punching the shit out of him. And I wasn't really like responding to anyone in chat. I was talking about what I was doing in the game, or I was making quirky comics, or I was like, what's this? And I start playing with it, and I'm going like. Doing weird shit and like including people in on it. But a 100 follower hype, that was a shit ton of followers last night. That's the record right now, is 112 in one night. Fucking Death had 1,000 yesterday.
1,000 followers, or
yeah, 1,000 followers.
What?
Yeah, that's fucking. It's insane. That song went off so many times. I can pause to slap butts anytime. Thank you. I'll do it. When we play games, Lexi, yes, I'll remember that. Tomorrow night.
Yep. Yes, Quince is right. Starting of viewer numbers detracts from the fact that those are people. Yeah, that's true.
Because then they're just numbers.
Yeah. That's very true.
It's hard to pause Ghost Recon, though.
Yeah, you can't really pause that game. But I think that's another thing too. Like, if you could find a game that you can maybe not necessarily pause, but like that's why Final Fantasy 14 is easier to talk to chat with, because you could just be like kind of I don't know, standing in a safe area and, you know, look at chat and be like, I'm going to do this quest or whatever.
No, fuck that. I'll be tanking a dungeon and I'll be like, yeah, I got this. I'll be talking to chat and I'm like, I was like, oh my god, an AoE, and then I run away and then I like come back and I was like, okay, what's up, chat?
Yeah, that's true too.
So, yeah, and then like, unless the dungeon's like super intense and I don't know it, and I was like, hey guys, I can't talk. I tell them I can't talk to you right now. I'm gonna focus on this, and then as soon as I get the habit, I'll jump back in and look at you guys and see what's up. It is more fun to talk in the chat and not standing in a safe area.
That's true. Because then you're like, I died. Well, I was actually doing that a lot with Ori, and Squints can attest to this last night. And, because, oh man, Ori. The game is so fun, but it's like,
The
holy
fucking
cow.
rage tree.
Yeah, I'm at that point. I'm at the rage tree, and I didn't start it yet, but I'm terrified. But, I was trying to get through this one area with, like, lasers coming out of the trees or whatever, and I kept getting it wrong, but I was also looking at chat at the same time and trying to respond, and it was, like, crazy. Feel the rage, Serene. I know, Serene seems to think that I wasn't getting as angry as I should have been, but I don't know. I was getting pretty pissed off.
Doop, 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 doop. So, other than that,
You want to take...
balancing everything.
Oh.
That's
Go
the
ahead.
main topic we're talking about. But I think balancing everything is just kind of figuring out what schedule works best for you. Because when I started my schedule, I was talking to Jay about this earlier today. Basically, it was I did 12 to 5s, or I did 12 to 4 at 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. and then I would sleep. And I wouldn't go to sleep right away. I wouldn't go to sleep until 6. Get up at noon and do 12 to 4 on my days off, and then stream again that night. And then basically that was kind of straining, and I didn't feel like I was having days off. So I was like, I'm only gonna do it from one time a day. Even on my days off, I was like, whatever. And then on one of my days off, I'd be like, I'm gonna work on my stream today. Kind of thing. And then eventually, like, on my days off, I said I would do from 9 to 6, but I was like, that's quite long. And then usually by 5 o'clock or so, my chat kind of like fizzles out, and like no one's really in there. They're all kind of lurking or doing whatever, and then no one really wants to raid. Yeah, they're asleep at their computer. And so basically then basically, so on like today I'll be done at 4. I started at 10, so I believe that's my new day off schedule is 10 to 4. But if I work, it's 12 to 5, so I can like get off and then get some sleep, and then
It's funny, you have like the third shift at like a hospital. That's like nursing hours.
yeah. I don't work at a hospital. I work at a group home.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's funny to have you like sleep during the day, and then that would mess me up. But whatever works for
during
you.
the day. Well, like for the first 2 years on my ship, I worked overnights. Like
Oh,
I'm
you
used
did?
to sleeping. I'm a night owl. Like the sun comes up and I'm like, oh my god, that makes me sleepy, and I just get in bed. Like if I have to get up in the morning, I'm the worst person to deal with. I'm just like, no, don't talk to me. I'm done.
Yeah, well, I'm not a morning person either. I started swimming in the morning, getting up at like 10 to 7, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Oh my god, quote 83 is awesome. I didn't realize I was probably talking about that Avatar movie.
I like that movie.
Wait, the Last Airbender movie?
Oh, no, I thought you said Avatar.
Well, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I like Avatar.
Yeah. Well, that movie's
They're two
alright.
separate things. They're two separate
Yeah, two
things.
separate
They
things.
are just things.
Yeah, I'm just having a third shift job too. Well,
I could
shift's
never do a
overnight,
third
right?
shift.
Third
That would
shift's
just
overnight?
be...
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't have to deal with anyone on overnight shifts. Like everyone's like mainly sleeping,
That was
and you're like, yeah,
in the Navy.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the Navy,
Night
it's
shift
just
in the
like
Navy
walking
was
around
the
the ship
best.
and like, Dude, okay, so I watched The Grudge 2, and it was the part where they killed the guy who was taking the pictures. The little grudge lady did. She came out of the, like,
Yeah.
whatever, and she was in the
Yeah.
red lights, like the
Yeah.
photo room with the red lights, and, like, when they darken ship, they turn on red lights on. So I was walking around the ship at, like, fucking 3 o'clock in the morning by myself going, like...
Were you
freaking-
terrified?
I was freaking out because I was like, the grudge lady's somewhere.
The Grudge.
And I was like, God
Oh
damn it.
god, those movies freaked me out so bad.
Yeah.
I was like under the chair in the theater. I was like, this is freaking. Why am I here? Stop it! Don't even make that sound. Like, I can't. I'm gonna leave. Seriously.
It's like,
me out.
apparently that new Gallows movie is supposed to be fucking frightening.
Which movie?
The Gallows?
The Gallows? I never saw.
What's up,
Hi,
Bacon? How are
Bacon.
you?
I need to play more scare games. If you guys have a
I'm gonna do
suggestion of a
scary
scare game,
games in October, I think.
yeah,
It'll be like Scare Month.
you do them for charity too.
Do it for
That's
Halloween.
true. That's true.
Like
I
Treehouse
need
of
to,
Horror.
I have to play more scare games. Lexi wants me to play more scare games so I can freak out. We can play Cold Lot tonight. I probably won't sleep ever. Let me think.
Toby, that's mean.
What Toby say? with the Loke W. Hey Bacon. So let me see here.
Guess me, I've always worn glasses. I just never wear them.
I know you're smart in them. Other than that, anything else you gotta say about this topic?
No, but I actually remembered one. I don't know if you wrote it down, but like, who are good people to raid? Who do you think are good people to raid? Like, would you raid someone you've never watched before, or do you continually go to people that you usually go to?
How do you
Well,
determine who you're gonna raid?
Yeah.
How do I determine who I'm gonna raid? I look, and I look at my follower, like who's on right now, and I go and I jump on their channel to make sure they're not ending for the night, and then if there's like, I don't usually raid people I don't know. I raid people that I've seen their channel and I've seen
Yeah.
them broadcast, and I'm like, okay, you're good, because I want to leave my chat in good hands, right? Yeah, it's very dangerous. As Squint says, actually backfired on me. There is a broadcaster out there.
It's backfired on me too.
Yeah, I think if Yobi was here, he knows, like, the fucking, I hate that lady so much. Cause like, seriously, this is what happened. We raided her, and we had a decent sized raid. It went like 5 people. This is like fucking when I had about like 200 to 300, maybe 500 followers. I wasn't as big as I am now. But like, we raided this channel because like some people were like, hey, you should go check her out, she's pretty cool. And it turns out they were mods in her channel, like spreading, like following me. And I usually follow people back on Twitter, and they direct message me. And then she followed, this is the fucked up thing that she did too. She followed me on Twitter, and I followed her back. She messaged me and then unfollowed me so I couldn't message her back. So I couldn't be like, yeah, follow my channel too. Like, I couldn't be like, hey, and she's like, hey, can you give me a follow? It'd be great for the sport. And I was like, yeah, if you follow my channel as well. And then, no, she unfollowed it. So we're like, let's go raid this person, because everyone, like, a few people have told me to go follow her. And we've actually we had a revisiting of her channel afterwards, because me and Yobi were talking about it in the channel, and she was on. And I'm not going to name the channel or anything because it's so terrible. But like, seriously, we came in, we raided, and like the mods were like, hey, welcome raiders, that's awesome. This lady, it is a violation of terms of service, but I'll get in that in a second. I'll get in that in a second.
All right. Okay.
There's a reason why rating is.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get in that. I know why too. So basically, we went in there, and like, she looked over at chat and she's like, oh, you guys are rating me, that's nice. And like seriously, I was like, motherfucker, like
Yeah.
because I was about to host her and everything, and I was like, nope. I brought back everyone from my raid, and I was like, hey, you guys, no, we're gonna raid someone else because
Nice.
she was just like not a. But we went back later, the viewer, and like seriously, she was just doing. She dressed up as Misty, and she. What the hell did she do? Oh, she had the camera way back, and she was like literally like playing a video